Here are 10 horror movies from the 80s that you need to watch. The Shining, 1980. Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece of atmospheric and slow-burn terror. Jack Nicholson's performance as the deranged writer in the isolated Overlook Hotel is legendary. The Thing, 1982. A financial flop upon release. This John Carpenter film is now a revered cult classic and is now considered one of the greatest horror films of all time. A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. This movie gave birth to one of the most recognizable horror villains of all time, Freddy Krueger. The idea of a killer who hunts you in your dreams where you cannot escape was revolutionary. The Evil Dead, 1981. Sam Raimi's low-budget independent film became a cultural phenomenon. Its raw energy, inventive effects, and unique blend of humor and gore changed the face of horror forever. And its sequel, Evil Dead 2, is also frequently on these lists. The Fly, 1986. David Cronenberg's film is a definitive work of body horror. It is a tragic and terrifying story of a scientist who slowly transforms into a grotesque monster. Poltergeist, 1982. Produced and co-written by Tobe Hooper and Steven Spielberg. This film wowed audiences with its visual effects and created a suburban haunted house story that became a benchmark for the genre. An American Werewolf in London, 1981. This film expertly blends horror with dark comedy. In addition to its witty dialogue and gallows humor, it features one of the most celebrated werewolf transformation scenes in cinema history. It won an Academy Award for Best Makeup. Hellraiser, 1987. Director Clive Barker created a world and a character that explored the themes of pleasure and pain in a radical new way. With the introduction of Pinhead and the Cenobites, the film brought a unique and brutal vision of horror to the screen. Friday the 13th, 1980. While created as a response to the success of Halloween, this movie launched one of the most iconic slasher franchises ever. It introduced the infamous Camp Crystal Lake and set the stage for countless horror films to follow. Reanimator, 1985. Based on a short story by H.P. This film is a gleefully gory horror comedy about a brilliant but deranged medical student who finds a way to reanimate the dead. It is fun, absurdly violent, and perfectly captures the spirit of the 80s.